Have you ever looked at someone who seems to save money effortlessly and wondered, how do they do it? What if I told you that saving money isn't just about earning more, but about changing the way you think about your finances? If you're ready to stop wondering and start saving, you've come to the right place. Today, we're going to explore 5 money habits that can help you save faster and build a financially secure future. Let's dive right in and learn how to take control of your money today. 1. Always measure your spending. How many times have you bought something on impulse and regretted it? Whether it's a gadget that you don't really need or a fancy pair of shoes that sit in your closet, those small purchases add up quickly. The first habit to saving faster is always measuring your spending. What does this mean? It's simple. Before you buy something, think about how much work went into earning that money. For example, let's say you make $20 per hour at your job. You see a designer bag that costs $150. That bag would cost you 7.5 hours of work. Now, pause for a moment and really think about it. Would you trade 7.5 hours of your time for that bag? Does it bring you enough value to justify that amount of time? By asking yourself this question, you're not just thinking about the purchase itself. You're thinking about the time and effort it took for you to earn that money. This simple shift in perspective helps you make smarter purchases. As you continue practicing this habit, you'll begin to notice that you start questioning impulse buys. When you measure your purchases this way, you'll find that your spending habits change. You'll start saving more, and your mindset will shift from spending to investing in what really matters. As you build this habit, you'll feel more in control of your finances, which is one of the most important steps to financial freedom. 2. Plan your shopping. Do you ever find yourself wandering the aisles of a store, adding things to your cart that you don't really need? Or perhaps you've been online shopping, and before you know it, your cart is full of unnecessary items. This is the classic problem of impulse buying, and it's one of the fastest ways to drain your wallet. But don't worry, there's an easy fix. Plan your shopping. Before you even step into a store or open an online shopping app, take a moment to write down what you actually need. This could be for groceries, clothes, or even gifts for a loved one. The more specific you are, the better. For example, if you're going to the store to buy food, create a list with exactly what you need, from fruits to snacks to cleaning supplies. That way, you're not wandering aimlessly and picking up items you don't need. It's all about being intentional with your purchases. When you're in the store or shopping online, stick to that list. If you're shopping in person, try not to go when you're hungry, because that can lead to purchasing things you don't need, especially junk food. Another great trick is to avoid shopping when you're stressed or tired. It's so much easier to grab a bunch of items when you're not in the best frame of mind. The longer you practice this, the more you'll realize that it saves you both money and time. By planning ahead, you're not just saving on what you don't need, you're also making your shopping experience more focused and efficient. 3. Avoid cutting corners on health, education, and food. When you're working hard to save money, it's easy to think about cutting costs in areas like food, healthcare, or education. But here's the thing, these are the 3 areas you should never skimp on. Why? Because while cutting corners may save you money in the short term, it can cost you much more in the long run. Health. Skipping doctor's appointments or avoiding regular health checkups may seem like a way to save money, but it can actually lead to much bigger expenses later. If you neglect your health now, it could result in serious medical conditions down the road, and we all know how expensive healthcare can be. Instead, focus on maintaining a healthy lifestyle with regular exercise and a balanced diet. Prevention is always cheaper than treatment. Education. Investing in education is one of the best ways to ensure a brighter financial future. Whether you're improving your skills through online courses, getting a degree, or simply learning a new trade, education pays off in the form of higher-paying jobs and more career opportunities. This investment in yourself will yield returns for the rest of your life. Food. While it may be tempting to buy cheap processed food to save a few bucks, in the long run, this is not a wise choice. Cheap food may fill your stomach, but it can lead to health problems that could cost you more in doctor's bills and medications. By cooking meals at home with fresh ingredients, you can save money and improve your health. Plus, cooking can be a fun, creative, and rewarding activity that brings you and your loved ones together. When you make the choice to invest in your health, education, and food, you're setting yourself up for long-term financial success. These areas will help you stay healthy, educated, and energized to earn more, and in the end, they'll pay you back far more than you initially spent. 4. Use legal ways to save on taxes. Let's face it, taxes are a huge part of life, and most of us don't enjoy paying them. But did you know that there are legal ways to reduce your tax burden and keep more of your hard-earned money? If you're not taking advantage of these options, you could be missing out on significant savings. One of the easiest ways to reduce your taxes is by investing in tax-advantaged accounts like retirement savings plans. For example, contributing to a 401k or IRA can lower your taxable income. Additionally, certain tax deductions like student loan interest, mortgage interest, and charitable donations can also reduce how much you owe the government. It's important to take advantage of these options as they're designed to help you keep more of your money for the future. Another strategy to save on taxes is by consulting a tax professional who can guide you on how to make the most of tax credits and deductions. A little time and effort spent on understanding tax laws can save you a significant amount of money in the long run. For example, tax planning might help you avoid paying unnecessary penalties and make sure you're contributing enough to your retirement fund to reduce your taxable income. Don't wait for tax season to start thinking about taxes. With a little planning and knowledge, you can take advantage of the many ways to legally reduce what you owe and keep more money in your pocket. Trust me, it's worth it. 5. Don't impress others with your spending. In today's world of social media and constant comparisons, it's easy to fall into the trap of spending money to impress others. But here's the hard truth. Trying to keep up with others' spending habits is one of the quickest ways to burn through your savings. Think about it. How many times have you bought something just because you wanted to keep up with someone else or because it was the in thing? This is a classic example of keeping up with the Joneses. But the reality is, the Joneses are probably in debt, just like most people who live above their means. Instead of focusing on impressing others, focus on impressing yourself. Invest in things that bring you joy, improve your life, or help you achieve your goals. Whether it's taking a vacation to a place you've always wanted to visit, spending money on a personal hobby, or saving for your future, make sure your spending aligns with your own values and desires, not what others think of you. It's not about buying flashy items to gain approval from others. It's about building the life you want on your terms. True wealth isn't about showing off. It's about having the freedom to live your life without worrying about appearances. When you stop trying to impress others, you'll find a sense of peace and financial security that no luxury car or designer handbag can provide. By focusing on what truly matters to you, you'll build wealth in a meaningful and fulfilling way. There you have it. 5 money habits that will help you save faster and achieve your financial goals. By measuring your spending, planning your shopping, investing in your health and education, taking advantage of legal tax-saving opportunities, and avoiding the trap of spending to impress others, you'll be on the fast track to financial freedom. Saving money doesn't have to be difficult, but it does require small, consistent changes in the way you approach your finances. The best part? The more you practice these habits, the easier saving will become. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Scale Smarter YouTube channel. And comment below which money habit you're going to start with first. Thanks for watching, and we shall see you in the next video. Keep saving and stay smart with your money.